About a little fish, shall we? Egg Harbor is the offshoot of Ristelli's that does all things seafood, but still the finest of ingredients. You know your source when you are getting fish home from Egg Harbor. Now you have 10 6-ounce Icelandic Cod Filets in this opportunity with the garlic and herb butter. Now more of these just arrived as well. It's very popular. You'll find well over 10 5-star reviews on QVC.com. There is auto delivery here every 60 days for a year. This is another smarter choice, and it's going to become a really easy and quick staple in your daily rotation. Fewer than 400 remain. It's $94.98 on sale, which saves you $24 and change off of the QVC price, and it's an easy pay of $23.75. It's lean, it's flaky, skinless, boneless, everything that you want for a really mild whitefish. M82991. All right, Brittany Ristelli is with us. She brings us all things Egg Harbor, Director of Culinary at Ristelli's. I love your love sweatshirt.
Thank you. I was trying to get into theme for today because tomorrow I'll be on QVC Maine, so I won't see Ray tomorrow night. So tonight we're gonna have lots of great food, and I wanted to present the cod tonight. But before we get into all the amazing attributes about this Icelandic cod, Julia, I wanted to get started with it in my saute pan because I want to show everyone how we're gonna make one of my favorite recipes with just 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna get this going first, if that's okay.
That's fine.
So what I always want to recommend when it comes to this Icelandic cod, because it is individually packaged and blast frozen, and we'll get to that, is when you are getting ready to pan saute this, it's a moisture-driven fish. So just take a paper towel and just sort of pat it dry first.
Okay.
This is nice and defrosted. I've got a nice hot pan going here. And then I am gonna drop my cod in. You guys can hear that little sizzle.
Sure can.
And I'm gonna do the same thing with my other piece. We're gonna let this sear for about 4 minutes. So I'm gonna leave him alone right now and take you over to show you how this cod starts out when we first receive it.
Okay.
So
these are big portions, by the way.
Aren't they great portions?
Yeah.
This is a beautiful size. They're 6-ounce portions of a white fish. So this is mild, it's dense, it's a really substantial fish. So this is gonna hold up in all of our cooking methods. We can bake this, we can pan saute it, we can grill it. You're gonna be receiving that butter with it as well. So there's a lot that we can do with it, but you can kind of see it's that transparent color right now. It's boneless, it's skinless. These are from Iceland. So these are coming out of the North Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Iceland. They are wild caught. The waters are obviously very cold. They are nutrient dense, but these fish are actually line caught, meaning one at a time, one cod at a time. There's no bycatch in those nets. Nothing is being caught that shouldn't be. And then right there in Iceland, they are boneless, skinless, and individually packaged and blast frozen for you. So you're gonna be the very first person that's gonna go ahead and defrost that. But the cod itself, once it's cooked, is one of the silkier fish. So I know you've had white fish before, kind of that chickeny texture, that steaky texture. These are my favorite white fish. I love the silky fish. So the cod is gonna give you those nice big white flakes and that really smooth, silky texture. And then you're also receiving the garlic and herb butter. You can cook with it or you can finish with it. So either way, the garlic herb butter serves a purpose with the fish, or if you already have your favorite cod recipe, use it for garlic bread. But it's just absolutely beautiful. Every single time it's gonna flake beautifully. And it's about 1 inch thick, right? So the cod pieces that you're receiving are about 1 inch. I always say 10 minutes per inch. So we're pan sauteing this fish right now. He's not ready to flip, but I'm just gonna add a little butter to my pan for some flavor. Did you put a little olive oil or anything in the bottom of the pan? I had some oil in the pan just so that it didn't stick.
Okay.
So that's gonna keep going right now for a couple more minutes till we flip him and make a sauce.
The thing about cod that's so fantastic is that it really is you know, in its versatility, it takes on any flavor that you do. So whether you're doing like a lemon caper sauce or pepper sauce or no sauce, because the flavor on its own, it's mild, but it really has, it is that texture. You're right, Brittany. It's that silky texture that makes all the difference. Look, you're getting 10 of them. Each one are 6 ounces. They are huge. It is a perfect fish portion, and it's an easy pay of $23.75. We just got them back in stock, and there is auto delivery every 60 days for a year. It's just you're gonna find how easy it is, how simple it is to cook, how versatile it is, and you know, I know for me, I'm trying to step away couple nights a week from red meat, right? I want to introduce a little bit more fish, or sometimes some plant-based meals, but this is a great one to have in your freezer at the ready.
Definitely, and they are going to come to you individually packaged and blast frozen. Cod is an excellent source of protein. So this piece in general, your 6-ounce portion, is going to be 30 grams of protein.
Oh, wow.
It's like 140 calories, I believe. Let me just double check, fact check that for you. 140 calories, no fat, 30 grams of protein, an excellent way to, you know, incorporate more fish into your diet. Again, this is a substantial fish, Julia. So if you're somebody that's like, oh, I love my fish breaded, you know, I want to batter it, I want to put it in some egg and bread it.
Baby.
Exactly. This is going to be a great fish that's going to hold up in those cooking methods for you.
Cod makes the best fish and chips, doesn't it?
It really does.
Get some like malt vinegar on there, some tartar sauce. Oh, heaven.
So this guy's flipping right now. He's got that nice little pretty golden crust. And then what I do at this point is I add a little bit more butter.
Because you get the butter.
Because you get the butter, right? I add a little bit of white wine.
Ooh.
A little bit of cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
I love my salt, so I add a little bit of capers.
Caper.
And then I'll let that go for the next 3-4 minutes. But you mentioned earlier the fish and chips. My kids love like a crunchy fish. They'll eat Faroe Island salmon, they're happy with that. But the cod, I have to give it a little crunch for them. So we'll either make cod fingers, I'll cut it down when it's still raw, batter it in some, we'll dip it in some eggs and then put it in some breadcrumbs, and I'll do that. But the other way that they eat it is I take the butter and I put it on top of the fish like this, and then I'll give them some buttery cracker crumble, or buttery crackers, I should say. Put it in a plastic bag, and I let them basically just bang on it until it becomes crumbs like this.
Right.
For lack of better comparison, that's what we do. But they feel like they're a part of it. They feel like they're making it. So then.
So do you recommend while you're making this that we defrost this before we cook?
I always recommend that you defrost the cod and then use that paper towel method. Take your paper towel and go ahead and just pat both sides of it to take out that excess moisture.
Nice. Oh,
look how pretty that is.
Looks beautiful on that bed of greens, the cherry tomatoes, the peppers. I mean, this is this is a smart dinner right there. What did you say? 140 calories? All right. Oh gosh, only how many, Carrie? Sorry, 340 remain. Check out the 5-star reviews on QVC.com because there's a lot of them. It's M82991 auto delivery locks in that sale price. It saves you over $24 off of the QVC price, and it's an easy pay of $23.75. You also lock that in when you lock in auto delivery. But you can see how flaky it is. You can see how moist it is. It's that really mild flavor that pulls in any flavor that you decide to cook with it. Oh my gosh, I have to have cod tacos.
Yes, this is one of those fish that flakes beautifully for Mexican night, for taco night. When you're having, you know, hard tacos, soft tacos, taco salad, whatever, it's going to flake beautifully to put on top of that. So I love the versatility there.
Some hot sauce, some cilantro, a little pico de gallo.
And it does. It picks up all of those flavors because it is more on the mild side. So this fish is going to be easy to prepare. You see me sauteing it right now. That's probably the hardest method that there is, to flip it once, because if you're grilling it, I put it on a little bit of foil.
Okay.
I use the butter. I put the butter on top of it, and then we grill it for 9-10 minutes. And if that, again, it's... It's about an inch thick, so about 10 minutes.
When you order from Egg Harbor, you are always knowing your source, which, Brittany,
Yes.
that's so important when it comes to our seafood. Well, any of our food, but in particular our seafood.
Absolutely. I mean, knowing your source, it just gives you that sense of knowing where the food came from. Think about walking around your grocery store when you're over in the seafood department. There's a really wonderful chance that that cod that you see there has not only been previously frozen once, but it's been previously frozen a few times.
Yeah.
So the seafood department there maybe orders the whole side in frozen, then they defrost it, then they cut it down. Then they freeze it, they put out what they need. So now you're taking that home, it's been frozen twice.
I
Maybe
know.
you buy a lot of it and you freeze it. So the individual packaging and blast freezing really allows for the quality of the fish to stand out, which again is huge. I found out when I first started talking about seafood that people did not want to cook seafood in their home, not because they didn't like it, but because they didn't like the smell.
Oh.
So that individual packaging and blast freezing really eliminates all that. Like right now, all I smell is my capers and my butter and the garlic, and it smells amazing. And here's my fish. I have my rice and my vegetables ready to go.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's
And that was-
gorgeous. 10 minutes.
10 minutes, exactly. So I wanted to show everyone that from start to finish.
I love that you
because
did that.
It really does take no time at all to make something that you feel good about eating yourself and that you feel good about feeding your family. But again, it's individually packaged, so you could just take out one. If you're
Beautiful.
working late and just want to come home and make an Icelandic cod with roasted garlic butter.
It sounds so fancy, doesn't it?
It does.
Like, it sounds
does.
so fancy, but it's all at your fingertips. They make it so easy for you because you get the garlic or butter as well. Look, you're getting 10 of them. They are 6 ounces each, so that perfect portion. 325 now remain. It's $23.75 on your 4 Easy Pays. Lock in that sale price on Easy Pay with that auto delivery. M82991. All right, 2023 award winner.